friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm going to be playing with the new Colourpop Coast to Coral collection. This collection has already launched. I got it in the mail sent to me by Colourpop yesterday. I decided to film with it because you guys seem to really enjoy these Colourpop videos when I do get sent stuff from them. So thanks for watching, Colourpop. Thanks for sending it. This isn't sponsored in any way. It's simply just on my terms. I felt like making it because you guys seem to enjoy them. This collection includes from Fourth Ray Beauty the Strawberry Papaya Face Milk. I did already get 3 face milks from them last month and I do like them a lot, but I did say that if I get any more I was probably just gonna pass them along. However, I love strawberry scented things and the smell of this was just too much to resist, so I'm keeping this one. I like it. It's moisturizing. We have the Soul Body Shimmering Dry Oil in Paloma. I thought this might be too dark for me, but when I put it on my hand I think it's actually a really pretty color. This isn't the kind of product I reach for personally very often, but once it hits spring and summer I'm sure I'll play with this again. It's just not really my vibe right now. We have the Shook to the Coral Blush. I think this shade is really cute and I'm always down for more blushes. I'm such a blush fiend and I really like Colourpop's pressed blush formula. Next is the Coastin' Super Shock Highlight. This is one of the ones in their more pressed big pan form rather than their old standard Super Shock Highlight packaging. This is my first time getting one of these big ones and I'm excited about it. I think it's a really pretty color and yeah. I think it's cute. I just wish it was smaller. We have an eyeliner set. I think they have 2 different sets. They only sent me this one with Bay Breeze. It includes the cream gel liner and also the cream gel color, which is in a pot. I'm excited about this because I don't have any coral liners in my collection, so that's a nice little addition. We have 2 ultra glossy lips. We have Cozumel and Molokini. I hope I'm saying that correctly. In the tubes, Cozumel looks a little bit more of a peachy coral and the other one looks a little bit more of like a light neutrally kind of coral peach tone. They're not super different. They're very similar. Not my favorite formula from them. I would much prefer the Luxe glosses or the So Juicy glosses, but I don't hate the ultra glossy lips. It's just not my favorite. And finally, we have the Coast to Coral palette, a new 9-pan kind of monochromatic coral situation. I don't feel like we really needed this from them. For one, this is very, I feel like late in the year, which granted, I know things got delayed because of the virus, but I just feel like September was not a great time for this palette overall. And I also just don't think we needed this from them in general. I feel like between the Sweet Talk palette, the Baby Got Peach, the, what's it called, the Main Squeeze even, or even the Strawberry Milk, we have a lot of peachy pinky tones already from the brand. I don't think there was a huge hole for this one. I feel like Colourpop, if you want to do more monochromatic palettes, we need to think a little more specific, like maybe do olive greens. We haven't done that before. Or even like periwinkle. A periwinkle monochromatic palette would be really cute. Just something like that. I don't think we need more corals from Colourpop in general. Overall, this collection isn't super exciting to me right now, simply because we are in September now. I'm getting into the fall vibes. I'm not really into corals right now. I do like coral as a general rule. It doesn't make my heart skip a beat right now. I'm sure I'll be a lot more excited about this collection once fall and winter passes and we start to get into those warmer months again. Not that it's getting cold in Florida, let's be real. It still feels like summer outside, but in my heart and in my mind, I'm not into coral right now. I am so excited about playing with these with you. I'm excited about the liners. I'm really excited about that face milk, the blush, the highlight, all that good stuff. I do have a discount code with Colourpop. It's 5ButeBean. It saves you $5, I believe, on orders 25 or more. It doesn't always work on new collections, so I don't know if it'll work on this, but it's worth trying out when you're checking out if you want to. I don't make a commission off of it. It's simply just for you, and it shows Colourpop that I sent you there. Before we get started, this is a Chrisma brand wig. Check my FAQ in the description box for spelling. I got this necklace at a little boutique in Puerto Rico on my cruise last winter, and I think that's all I really have to say. My plugs are from Love Kills Boutique, but you can't really see them. Anyways, let's just hop into it. I played with most of these products, created this look. At the end, I will give you my thoughts thus far. This is not a review, simply just a first impression. I've only used these products once so far. Hi, how's it going? Let's play with these products, shall we? So obviously I've already kind of started my makeup. I did use the new Strawberry Papaya Fourth Ray Beauty face milk while I was doing my skincare. I like the face milks. I think they're nice and moisturizing, and this one smells lovely. I think this is my favorite scent thus far. Love the strawberry scent in here. I'm not going to be playing with the Soul Body Shimmering Dry Oil in Paloma today just because long sleeves. Chest covered. I don't have a reason to. I did play with this on my hand, which I showed a swatch of that in the beginning of the video, but I'm not playing with that on my body today. I'm not a huge dry oil person, and I also I like sleeves and stuff, so it's just pointless for today. If this would have come out maybe a month ago, I would have been more hype about it, but as I'm in September, I'm feeling very much like entering fall vibes, and that's just not my thing. I did already put on foundation, concealer, cream bronzer, and powder. I skipped the cream blush and cream highlight today because we do have 2 powder ones from them to talk about, so figured I would just show them all in their true glory. I'm gonna tuck my hair, expose my not glued down wig secrets. The blush is called Shook to the Coral, and honestly, this is very up my alley. I love a very like corally peachy blush. It has sparkle in it. It seems like their kind of pressed blush formula that's matte but with shimmer in it rather than a shimmery blush. For me, I still like it. I still think it looks glowy and cute, so we're gonna use that today. This is just an angled blush brush from MOTD Cosmetics. It's the Get Cheeky With It brush, but just any brush this shape is my preference. And I'm just gonna start pouncing that around in my temple and cheekbone zone. I like that color. That's really, really cute. I really enjoy Colourpop's pressed blushes. I think they do a good job with their formula and with their colors. This one I could potentially see as becoming one of my favorite blushes from them. I think the Crossroads blush from them might be my #1 favorite, but this one I could see being up there. This one's pretty freaking cute. And of course I'm gonna put blush on my nose because I can't skip this step. It's just too cute. Well, I think this blush is lovely. I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna quickly throw on some fake freckles and then we'll move on to highlight. I'm just using my Lime Crime Cocoa Freckle pen, just gonna pop a few little cuties around my nose and a little on the forehead since my forehead is exposed today. And just gonna add a few really defined ones with my Freck XL. I like doing this just to add some dimension, add some more definitive darker tones. I think it's cute. Obviously, if you hate fake freckles, skip this step. No one's making you do it. And then I just tap them out once they have sat long enough, just to diffuse them a little bit. All right, let's play with this Super Shock highlight. This is actually my first Super Shock highlight in this big pan that I'm gonna be trying from them. I really like their Super Shock highlight formula. It's so creamy and it just melts into the skin. It's so pretty. I like to either use my beauty sponge, sometimes I'll use my finger, but most often I use my Kaleidos H1 brush. I feel like it's dense enough to really pack it on without sweeping away my products underneath. This is in the shade Coastin. It's very pretty. I'm really excited. Oh, it's so creamy feeling. I'm so pumped. Oh, I love a pretty creamy highlight. Ooh, look at that. It's so cute. It's such a soft, like almost pearly kind of color. It has a little bit of a pinkness to it. It's very pretty. Ooh, I like this a lot. I feel like I do just wish that even though they did start pressing their Super Shock highlights, I wish it was smaller. Like I wish it was more this size because like I don't need a highlight this big. I'll never go through this. I know some people like giant makeup products, but I feel like more often than not, we're never gonna completely finish a whole highlight like that unless it's like your only one in your collection. But I like the way it looks on my face. I think that's really pretty. I like it. I'm just gonna set my face now with the Pixi Glow Mist and then we will move on to the eyes. All right, time for some eyeshadow. I'm thinking I want to play with just like, I don't know, this pink and this kind of brownish, warm kind of color. Maybe play with a couple of the shimmers. Probably gonna do a half cut crease just because it's my favorite. I like that shadow placement on me and I feel like it also allows me to play with a lot of shimmers at the same time, which I enjoy doing. I'm priming with the Urban Decay Primer Potion because I'm quite enjoying this. I'm just blending this in and I'm not going to set it because I don't prefer to set my eyeshadow primer. You do whatever works for you. I'm going to go in first with Anemone, this really cute corally pink. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. This specifically is a Colourpop E2, one of my all-time favorite blending brushes actually. I'm just going to focus this heavier in the outer corner and start whirling and swirling that through the crease. Just picking up a little bit at a time and always holding the end of my brush so I have lighter pressure. I feel like I have a little more control when I'm not using a crazy amount of pressure and moving things around like a madman. Hope you guys are doing well. What's going on with you? For me, today is Tuesday, September 15th. I think this is going up in like the next couple days. I'm not sure when this video is going up. Soon. Today's my day off and I'm just going to be filming and editing and probably cleaning. I'm thinking about Halloween decorations. That's all I think about right now. I'm really interested to see if Colourpop is ever going to start introducing some fall things. I know that a lot of this is probably just delay from spring and summer since they had to basically not launch things for a couple months. But I'm excited to see if they switch gears and stop giving us summer stuff. Because as cute as this palette is, I do like corals. It's just, this isn't my mood anymore. I want to play with olives and mustards, pumpkin-y oranges, rusty reds, warm browns. That's my vibe right now. Dark purples, I'm down for that too. Pretty much anything except fluorescent pinks. I am liking this color though. It's quite bright and lovely. If you like corals, this shade in particular is just super, super cute. I'm not trying to wing this shadow out too terribly far. I want it to stay kind of concentrated as is today. Let's start deepening things up a little bit. I'm going to take this Queensland shade down here. It's kind of like a warm terracotta brown. I'm just taking a small brush. This specifically is a Morphe E17. Just a pencil type brush just to really add some depth in this outer corner. Although this is not very deep, is it? Now that it's on my eye, that's not really deep at all. It's kind of the same shade level. It's just a different tone, if that makes sense. It's not really doing a whole lot for me. You just start blending that together really quick so I can go in with something different. I'm just gonna smudge a little of that down here just to make sure it complements the outer corner. I didn't want to do this, but I guess we're gonna take Drop Off. It's a sequin shadow, and you guys know those aren't my favorite because sometimes too much sparkle sticks around and I can't really use it as a matte. Sometimes not enough sticks around and then I can't use it as a shimmer. But I will take a little of that on the same brush and just try to press it in this outer corner just to try to add a little bit of depth into this because I don't want this to just look bright pink. I wanted there to be some dimension to it. And I feel like if Colourpop is lacking anything lately, it's dimension in their palettes. I feel like everything is kind of the same tone lately. It's not as much fun. It's helping a little bit, getting a little bit of depth out of it. Just really trying to build and smoke it in this outer corner as well as kind of in that lower lash area. Yeah, enough of this sparkle in particular is dusting away, so this one I can totally use as a matte. I'm taking my first brush again. I don't have any additional product on this. I'm just gonna lightly start blending right where those two shades are meeting. Well, really three, because we did put another shade in there. It just kind of didn't do much for me. Now that I'm kind of in this zone, I want to start doing the lid and doing some cut creasey things. I have my NYX Glitter Primer here because I use it with every shimmer ever, and it really helps me get precise and create a nice cut crease without having to use concealer. And I'm using this flat brush. This is a Colourpop E3. A flat brush is your best friend when it comes to cut creasy stuff. I feel like when I finally grasped that I needed a flat brush, that's when I finally learned how to really be able to do it. And I'm just kind of following my eyeball shape, going right above my natural crease. And I'm gonna stop it right where it's really deepening up in this outer corner. So I want to start with the keys and have it fade down into Diver. I think that'll be really cute. They're both kind of duochrome looking, so we're just gonna have a whole lot going on, but I can't resist. I need to use them both. All right, I have the keys on that exact same brush, and I'm gonna start that in that first third of my lid. That's such a pretty color, wow. And I'm going to just kind of follow what I first did by going right above my natural crease, following my eyeball shape. This is one of those things that's very personal preference as far as what's gonna work for your eye. This is just what I found works for mine, and that's why I do this so often. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And now it's just such a quick, easy thing for me. And just in case you're new here, when I use multiple shimmers on the lid, I like to do a diagonal kind of placement rather than horizontal or vertical because I just think it complements my eye nicely. And I just find it easier to blend things at a diagonal. Dipping into Diver now on just the clean side of that brush, I'm going to press that right underneath it. I'm also curious how different these are gonna look on the eye. So far, they don't look different at all, do they? Those look the exact same. Wow, Colourpop. And I know they're different. I have had it before where they accidentally put the same shade in there twice and it fooled me. But this time they're definitely different. Like, these are two different colors in the pan. But they do look the same on the eye, so that's a bummer. On the bright side, they blended nicely together because they look the frickin' same. For my inner corner, I'm gonna take a Tulle right there. It just seems like it'll be fine as a highlight shade. Nothing too special or crazy with that. Well, that's pretty much the look. I feel like it was pretty easy and it doesn't look like anything extravagant, especially because the shimmers look identical on the lid. But in the meantime, I'm going to repeat it on the other eye. I'll throw in the new liner pencil in Bay Breeze in my waterline. I think that'll be cute. I'll pick one of the glosses. I'm not sure which, probably Cozumel, but we'll see when we get there. and I'll just be back when I look complete and put together. All right, this is the completed look. I think it came out really cute. This wig is gonna drive me bananas. Overall, I do think it's really cute. These aren't really my colors right now. I'm not feeling these like warm, springy, summery tones. I'm very much in the more vampy, autumnal, grungy vibe. But I do think overall this look is cute. When I was doing the other eye and doing it up close, I could up close see the difference in the two shimmers on my lid, but overall they look very similar. I think putting them together isn't very wise. I think they would look different if you used them like in totally separate ways and completely separate looks. I did throw in that Bay Breeze eye pencil, and I'm actually really happy about this because I don't really own a coral eye pencil, so this is something new to my collection, which is really exciting. My lashes are from the Esta x Neon MUA collab. These are in the style Button Smash. I really like them. They're very just wispy and long and fluttery and dramatic, and they're very cute. And the gloss I paired with it is Cozumel. It looks like it has more color in the tube than it actually does. It's quite sheer. I would argue that this is clear with the slightest tint. There is not much color payoff to it. And even when I did my swatches in the beginning of the video, I felt like even on my arm, both of these glosses didn't really look that different, even though they look quite different in the tube. I don't think you need both, in my opinion. But yeah, this is the look. I think it came out cute. I'm happy with the performance of everything. So yeah, let's just get on to the end of the video and I'll give you my thoughts thus far. All right, hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like this look. Even though it's very not autumnal, I do think it's really cute. Let's just break it down really quick. So far, I like the 4th Ray Face Milk. It smells lovely. I'm sure I will continue to use this as I've been using all my other face milks. The dry oil, while it's not my favorite type of product right now, I'll keep it around. It'll be kicking around for next spring and summer when I feel like busting out that type of product again. I do like the way these smell. They're very coconutty and yummy. Very lovely. The blush and the highlight to me are some of the most exciting parts of this collection. I'm always down for a new blush. I feel like Colourpop never disappoints me with their blushes. They're always very cute. The highlight's really pretty as well. I'm excited about the way it looks on my cheeks. I think it's really pretty, and I don't think I have one exactly this color either, so that's nice as well. I'm really pumped about these liners. Again, I don't have a coral in my collection, so it's really nice to have these additions, and I really like Colourpop's formula. I don't use the pot ones very often, but I will keep this one kicking around because I'm sure I will get use out of it at some point. The glossy lips, they're fine. Like, the formula feels fine enough on my lips. I don't like that it's a brush applicator, but I don't hate the formula. The colors are just not anything that exciting. They're so incredibly sheer that I don't know. I feel like either give us more pigment or only give us one, if that makes sense. And finally, the palette. I mean, it performed fine. I don't love that there's 2 of those sequin shadows in here, but I am happy there's no pressed glitters. I'm happy that it's cardboard. I'm happy that it's a 9-pan. There's a lot of positives with this, so can't be too picky, especially since they got rid of the pressed glitter for this palette, thank goodness. I like the 3 shimmers that are in here a lot. I think they're pretty, even though these 2 look very similar when paired next to each other on the eye. I do think they're pretty in their own way, and they would stand for very pretty separate shimmer looks. The mattes that I used all performed nicely. I don't really have an issue. I feel like they gave us a nice variety. It's not too light heavy this time. It still doesn't deepen up like crazy. I didn't get too much drama with my look, but they did do better with this one than they have with their most recent releases, where everything was very washed out and very pale and not very inclusive. I do feel like more people can get down with this palette. It has more warmth, a little more richness to it. I do want to see even more richness and inclusivity, but this is still a better step in the right direction than some of the other palettes they've been doing. But yeah, this was my video playing with the Coast to Coral collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Are you interested in this collection? Are you like me and just not into this kind of tone right now? Or are you still on a very summery, colorful coral kick? I'd love to know if you're interested in anything, if you're passing on anything. I want to hear your thoughts. If you made it to the end of this video, I guess leave me an ocean-related emoji since it is the coral collection. And if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's Beauty and follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Please make sure you're staying informed with Black Lives Matter. There's a link in my description box that will take you to resources and ways in which you can help. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.